This is my first vlog. So this is it. I've bought a GoPro, I've bought a DSLR camera. I've decided to try and start recording digitally what it is that I'm doing. Whether it becomes a vlog or whether it just becomes a load of random videos that no one watches, I'm not entirely sure yet. Have to kind of see as time progresses. Hopefully people will find it quite interesting. Hopefully people will learn things from it. That's kind of the plan anyway. Hopefully people enjoy them and we'll kind of see where they go. So I bought myself a GoPro after years of wanting one. Finally got myself a Hero 6. This gimbal is a nightmare. This is the steep section. We can give it a go. The worst section of the route up here. I'm about a mile from my house, so wrong, 2 miles from my house. This is where you really start to get some good views. So I'm kind of at a point in my training at the moment where it's about to become serious. At the moment it's not serious. At the moment I'm still kind of in my recovery from Malaga Marathon, which obviously didn't go quite the way I wanted it to. I couldn't have asked for anything more on the day. You know, I gave it everything I did. I think I lack in marathon specific training. So I didn't do very many long runs. Although I was running very high mileage weeks, a lot of work commitments, family commitments, and a couple of little niggles and injuries meant that I just didn't get the long runs in that I needed before the race. And what that means for you is, when it comes to the marathon, you need to teach your body to burn fat rather than carbohydrate. Your body can only store enough glycogen to last around about 20 miles. And so if you start off the start of the marathon and you're burning carbohydrate from the start, then it's inevitable that you're going to hit the wall before you get to the end of the race. Unfortunately in Malaga, that's what happened to me. I think a lack of doing those long runs in the build up to Malaga meant that my body wasn't able to burn fat at the start of the race, which by running plenty of long runs in the build up to it, especially if you run those long runs without having breakfast, you deprive your body of carbohydrate and you teach it to burn fat as a fuel. And that's obviously something, by not doing those long runs, I just hadn't got in. If you're able to start a marathon and in the first 5 or 6 miles of the race you're able to burn fat, then it means those 20 miles aren't starting until you've got to about the 6 mile point. Then you can start to up the pace, push past that fat burning zone, and then obviously use that carbohydrate all the way to the finish. And unfortunately that was not what happened for me in Malaga. Obviously I got to around the 22 mile point and I hit the wall. I hit the wall very hard as well. Just complete loss of energy. When you hit the wall, it's horrible. It's very, unless you've felt it before, it's very difficult to explain, but you just instantly run out of energy and you're just driven to a walk, and it's very difficult to find something inside you to keep going when you feel like that. And for me, that meant I had to kind of pull off to the side of the road, have a couple of seconds to get my breath back and for my body to catch up on its energy. What I've just learned is that the gimbal that I'm using to stabilize my GoPro whilst I'm running runs out of battery very, very quickly when you're running on terrain like this. So there's going to be no more stable video for the foreseeable future. So my next race is the EDP half marathon in Seville. That's about 3 weeks time. Obviously that's very early in my training program, so the only real reason I'm running that race is, besides the fact that I've never run it before and I want to go out there and run it as kind of a fun race really. I'm also going to use that just to see where I'm at. From that time there I'll be able to establish all my starting training paces, heart rate zones, pace zones, and all that sort of thing. And then I'll be able to start my marathon training and build on that. Concurrently to that, I'm also training for a half marathon, so marathon and a half, training at the same time. My aim is to run the... I just nearly died as I was talking to the camera. That bike came flying over there, frightening the life out of me. Before that, what was I saying? Yeah, so I'm training for a marathon and a half marathon at the same time. I've not really done that before. It just means that I need to, as well as keeping high mileage, I just need to make sure there's plenty of speed work in there as well. I'm obviously trying to do the IAAF World Championships for Gibraltar in the half marathon, which is in Valencia in March. To qualify for that, I need to run the Gibraltar half marathon in February. So January, February, March, all half marathons, and then April the 22nd or 23rd, obviously the London Marathon. So it's a busy start to the year. On top of that, I've got the Gibraltar Road Running League, which I'll be doing most weekends, kind of in the midst of the training. If there's a really short race, then I may have to drop that out depending on how it's going to affect my training. But obviously the main goals for this year are the World Championships, to qualify and to go to that, and then obviously to run for the Army team at London, which I've never done before. It's a brilliant marathon. It's one of the best races in the world, so it's obviously something I'm really looking forward to doing. At the top of the Sierra Carbonara. Okay, this is where I'm going to conclude my run for today. Okay, this is where I'm going to wrap the vlog. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed it. Okay, I'm going to take it pretty fast back down, so I'm not going to be able to do any video. I'll leave you with some nice scenic shots from the top of the rock face just up here. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, and obviously this concludes the end of this week's vlog. If you like the video, subscribe, give us a like, okay, and follow me on social media. I'll leave all the links and the tags to my website. Do keep an eye on my weekly blogging. Okay, all the links are in the box below. Really annoying. When I got to the top, I paused my watch and I've just realised I never started it again. So I'm missing about 3 miles from my workout. It's really upsetting, because if it's not on Strava, it didn't happen.